And we are back with yet another episode of R&R. It's Jamerson Ballard. I'm the host, and we have today a lovely co-host by the name of Aaliyah B. How you doing today, Aaliyah?
Hey.
I want y'all to let me know in the comments what y'all think of Aaliyah. I want to make sure she's comfortable here, man. Please act accordingly. Don't act a damn fool in here. We got company, y'all. We got a guest. Now, if all goes well, and I hope they do, we'll see what's up with making Aaliyah a permanent part of the show. If that's what she would like to do, because it's all about choice, not force. You know what I'm saying? We have to have a consent, right? We're big on consent around here. We in a different location. I hope y'all can hear me okay. We're in a different location, an undisclosed location. Um, because we keep secrets around here. We keeping it secretive around here. But we'll probably be moving around a little bit just to kind of make sure that we do what we need to do to keep growing and going, man. But today's episode is entitled "Be Ruthlessly Consistent," and trust me, there's a reason why I say that. And it's like, well, why do you say that, Jamerson? Well, because motherfuckers be on bullshit. And we have to separate ourselves from the bullshitters. Aaliyah has had the privilege of journeying with me through some of this bullshit. And I mean, trying to navigate this shit has been so frustrating. Um, but I'm like this. Look, bro, we definitely have to get outside of our comfort zones in order to grow. And it's uncomfortable. Some people don't like change. They don't like change. They don't like to see change. They like things the way they imagine them in their heads. And you've heard me say this on the show before. You got to adapt, or you will die.
I think a lot of it is fear. Change. They don't know what the unknown is.
I mean, but the whole point of it is to, not let it freeze you, and get to the other side of it to figure out what is. I mean, it's like we all go through that. When you went to first grade from kindergarten, you had, anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
Going from elementary school to high school or the middle school, or just moving to a new place. We've all had that experience, and I think as adults we try to control it more and more. But it's a necessary evil, man. It has to happen. Um, and to be an effective leader, you gotta not be satisfied with the way things are. Which means you would always be pushing forward to get more done. But I think with us and with this, it may come off like people are becoming like a character in another motherfucker's movie. When people want to be the star of the show, they don't want to feel like they co-starring in another motherfucker's movie. And I never do anything to intentionally make people feel like that, but apparently that's probably how things are coming off. And I assume, which I make the mistake of doing so, that people know that I'm not a selfish person. I'm willing to share this, and I'm not one of those people that think that I can do everything by myself, or I'm an island onto myself. I know that there's got to be, it's a team effort. Things have to be done by groups of people in order to get done faster or to go further. If you want to go fast, say go with by yourself. But if you want to go further, go with a group. And it's always nice to have good people around you But there are those people that are masquerading as good people. And I get frustrated when I'm dealing with a hyena with lion's clothes on. And it's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Why is you such a hoe ass motherfucker up under all that shit? When you could have told me that what you agreed to wasn't something you really want to agree to. Like, I'm not a small person, but it's like I'm not trying to intimidate people. You know what I mean? When I structure a deal that's advantageous to both parties, and you sit in my face and say, yeah, that'll work. And then when I'm not around, you think about it later and you're like, man, I don't really like that. Like, it's like I'm doing you wrong by suggesting something that will work for both parties and not just you. And not just me.
People get strength behind the phone, behind technology.
Boy, they be tough as fuck on that phone or on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you can you can say you don't like that. You can say that's not gonna work for me. You can say that shit to my face, and it's not like it's gonna like I'm gonna beat you up or I'm trying to intimidate you. It's just weird, bro, because I've had to overcome so many different obstacles over the last couple of weeks dealing with just the space to do this.
Yes.
There's a phrase that comes to mind. I mentioned yesterday, and Aaliyah thought it was pretty funny, but the phrase is testicular fortitude. That almost became the name of the title of this show.
Testicular fortitude.
Because,
what would you call a woman?
Ovarian fortitude. Because she got to have ovaries of steel.
Okay.
to complete these tasks when underneath the circumstances that we be in or we found ourselves in. One guy, he agreed and then backed out the day before we was scheduled to shoot the show. And it was like,
Agreed, shook hands, everything was great.
And then no phone call, really, it was a okay, I think this will work. And then when I called to make sure things will work to follow up, then I'm getting no answers but the text message. You get the text message back, bro, instead of the phone call. Instead of the answer of the phone. To me, you're a pussy. Call it what you want to, motherfucker. You a pussy, bro. You can't answer the phone and be like, it sounds like to me you scared that if you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just a closer. I'm not trying to be intimidating, but it's like, you agree to something as a man and then you back out for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Can you at least back out like a man? Like you hey, you backing out like a bitch? What's going on, bro? Hey, Jay, who's this?
Oh, it's Armando.
Oh, Armando. Remember bringing our another guest to the stage if he's ready. Let me see. It looked like he went black for a second.
Mm-hmm. No, I think it's fine.
Did he not want to come in?
I don't think so.
You think he did or didn't?
Mm-mm.
I don't think he wanted to come in. He just wanted to show his face. But yeah, man. We here. We not gonna stop. It's still gonna keep going, irregardless to whom or what. And ain't no one monkey gonna start this show, bro. But we did go through this again a second time, and it was like the same thing. Even after all the promises, and I've gone over what happened with the past situation. I knew from the point where the dude wouldn't answer my text messages back, it was about to be bad. And Aaliyah's like, well, no, maybe I'll call him. Send me his number, and I'll call him. He'll answer
straight away. Answer straight away.
Oh yeah, he answered because he thought it was a new customer, but it was like, oh, these motherfuckers. And it was like, look, when he didn't answer for me, I kind of knew it was bad. You know what I mean? He was gonna fake on us. But I had to learn how not to get mad at suckers for being suckers, bro. because this is real nigga rants, not regular nigga rants. I deal with regulars on a regular basis, and but like I said, it's a lot of clowns and hyenas masquerading as lions with lion clothes on, and I get great pleasure in exposing that shit. So I'm not using no names. I'm not finna try to put nobody out there, but you know who you are. Yes, you know who you are. You know what you did, and voila. You know what I'm saying? All you really did was, bring shit together closer. But yeah, man, for those of you who always shrink away from change, it is a discomfort that comes with the idea of doing something different, but it's not something you should stop doing. Like, you'll quit right before it's about to happen. And I like all the I don't like it, but I'm starting to look at all of the obstacles and what is it? Because it was a phrase. I wrote this shit down. You have to give me a second because I got to go to my notes. My notes knows. Oh, yeah, okay. So when we're dealing with failure, right? I mean, a lot of people just kind of lay down sometimes, and it's like, but we have to kind of redefine how, what the feeling of failure, what the feeling of failure means to us. And it's like, instead of dreading, like let's allow ourselves to indicate, or to let's allow ourselves to let it indicate progress, right? Not necessarily like a badge of honor or an accomplishment, like when people come home from prison, because people be coming home from prison like, oh yeah, man, I just got out, like they graduated college or something. No, we're not talking about that, but like the soreness from a good workout, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the best feeling, just rubbing it out.
I mean,
feels
but
so good.
Pause. Like, rubbing it out. You guys, just act like you didn't hear that. She don't know no better, okay? At any rate.
It's not my own minute.
Right. I mean, but like to work through the soreness though, and like, cause sometimes you work out hard enough to where it's like, you get too sore. It's like, damn, you ain't got nothing. You ain't no good the next day. You just kind of embrace it though. Like, okay, I'm sore, and maybe work on a different muscle group and get around, but still keep going, bro. That's always been the motto out here. Is a keep spelled with a Q, QEEP. Keep going. Speaking of which, our sponsor, Kicks, brought to you by yours truly. I'll leave a link in the description box. It's a urban athletic shoe brought to you by yours truly. So check that out, man. It's a better than you shoe. I also got my.
Bring it.
No, I don't have the prototype anymore. If you look on my, I mean, it'll be a link on the website that you can see the shoe on the website. And if you look at my YouTube, or not even my YouTube, maybe my Facebook, Instagram. I got the shoes on. I got them on in my profile pic, but yeah, there's some decent shoes, quality Italian leather, but they were designed by yours truly. So, yeah, anything you want to plug?
I just want to shout out to Lacey. She said Leah's so pretty.
Hey, what's up, Lacey? Does it translate good on screen? Does she look nice today? You know what I mean?
Thanks, Lacey.
She got. I mean, she's all natural too, fellas. You know, man. She ain't out here with a whole face full of makeup on. She's out here. You know, this is her. You know what I mean? So what you see is what you get. Gotta
How
love
it
that.
should be.
Right. With just a little bit of, something to keep the lips from being dry. That's all. That's all we need. You know what I mean? Nothing major. But
as far as adding anything to what you said, I think there's a balance to it. We spoke on it as far as when somebody gives you the impression that they're not going to do something, but there are certain ways that we can go about it without just saying, nope, not going to do it. Because remember, I said, you're having a conversation with yourself by assuming certain things, which I have a tendency to do too. I'll 20 million scenarios in my head, and which one am I going to pick that day, but it's all a conversation I've had in my head and not with the actual person. So I think there's a balance to it to really, if you do feel that way, I think that we can all open our mouths and just be like, all right, look, this is what's going on. This is what I think's going on. And then just dead it at that time.
I mean, but when you know. I mean, I'm getting text messages from this individual with exclamation points on it. It was no, because she was like, well, he's saying that he's not going to, like, he quoted me one price, right? Or he quoted me one price in the beginning, and I countered with a different price, and we like, okay, that makes sense. We could do that. And then after the holiday, it was like, I need to go back to the price that I initially, and I'm like, okay, well, that's not going to work for me. But it was explanation points in the message, and Aaliyah was like, maybe you should call him and remind him of what he said. And I'm like, bro, it's only been 2 weeks. If I have to remind you constantly of your word, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think this person is fit to do business with, because they'll agree again, and then I have to re-remind them that they said this, and it's like, at that point, I mean, it sounded like the person felt like they was getting the short end of the stick, which I get. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's got to be by choice, not force. I suggested something else. Now, if he didn't like that in the beginning, he could have said, that's not going to work for me. I need this much hour for this. But I'm like, your time ain't necessarily a thing in this, because I'm going live. I don't need you to engineer the show, edit, and do none of that. All I need is access to the space like we have now. And we'll do our thing and lock up and go home. It ain't really no big deal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I understand, you're not trusting individuals with your equipment and all that, but it's a lot of things there's a lot of fail safes, I'll say, that were set up to keep people from, or deter people from wanting to steal. Like, it's a 24-hour security there. You know what I mean? It's a public place. It's not like your house or something. You know what I'm saying? Now, the first individual, it was in their house. And if they desired to be there while we were recording, that would have been ideal. Why not just communicate that?
Yeah.
It wasn't communicated. We was led to believe everything would be fine if we had somebody else there with us. And then he reneged last minute. But it was a lot of things outside of the initial deal that came with that I understood, and Aaliyah later on understood about this individual's personality. And I'm not trying to necessarily shit on them, but I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with it. I don't like all of the, the mental back and forth. Yeah, no, it's just a lot of nonsensical bullshit that came with this motherfucker really just wants somebody to kiss their ass in order to, use their stuff. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if you would take your ball and go home ass motherfucker, then just take it and go, bro. Because I'm not finna, look, bro, I can be paid, but I cannot be bought. You can't buy me with the lure of your stuff. And I felt like a lot of that was preparing me for what might be about to happen if we was to go bigger and be in the Hollywood sector. You know what I'm saying? With you like I said, y'all these freaky motherfuckers just trying to find a way to like, come on, don't you want to come on over here? Like, bro, why you keep waving that by your penis? I'm not. I don't. No, that's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Like, you sure? Nah, bro, keep it lit, bro. I'm good. But you know what I mean? So God bless the child that got his own. So until we get our own studio and able to
working on it.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely in the making, bro. But I'm not finna compromise my manhood in order to get something that's convenient right now. I'm definitely not trying to be on no Kanye West shit 3 or 4 years down or 2-3 months down when it's like, well, I mean, we agreed that we tongue wrestling with a motherfucker every weekend about this shit because they feel like I need to do this in order to accommodate them. Like, nah. I'm gonna show motherfuckers how it's supposed to be whenever you do something or say something, and it be concrete. But we definitely need to be involved with contract. But I feel like when I did a contract with a motherfucker, it's because I automatically assume you're gonna be on bullshit, and it covers both. You know what I'm saying? Like you should be able to, you know, uh, get your word, shake your hands, and know that person is gonna hold up their end of the bargain. But I mean, we're in a day and age where suckers is running amok. You know what I mean? A lot of, and this is no shade to women, but it's a lot of women raised men who are actually males that feel like because they have male genitalia that they are men just because they have men genitalia.
Which I feel like you did an episode on that, right?
Being a man versus being a male. Motherfuckers is falling off the bone. Tender as hell, bro. But at the same time, like I said, it's nice to have somebody like Aaliyah here who, because I be saying this shit all the time, but it's like, oh man, you just be talking that real shit too much, man. Nobody want to hear that shit, bro. How do you feel about motherfuckers that don't keep their word?
I mean, it goes back to the phrase, your word is your bond. I feel like that's like money right there.
Hello. You can bank on that shit, bro. I know he gonna do what he said he was gonna do, man. And it's like win, lose, or draw. You know what I mean? Rain, sleet, or shine. You gotta be consistent, ruthlessly so. And it's not just when people are looking, though. This is something that has to be when ain't nobody looking. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like that's the shit that you can't buy. But you can definitely bank on. You know what I'm saying? You can build a house on this man's word, bro. Because if he told you, I'll be there at 6, that motherfucker gonna be there at 6. Really gonna be there like 5:45. And if he's not gonna be there at 6, you'll get a phone call. Like, bro, I'm gonna be about 10 minutes late, but I'm on my way.
That's what they teach you in the military. 15 minutes early is on time.
And on time is what? Late. Mm-hmm. So I don't mean to beat a dead horse, but it's important, bro. It's important. A lot of people, like I said, they try to position themselves to where, and these is a lot of times men that are marginally talented, like Corey Holcomb would say. Whoa.
He went to sleep.
Right.
Oh, it's podcast, I think.
Wait, what?
I think it's podcast.
The password.
There you go.
Yes, my bad. Timed out on this. But yeah, nah. I mean, marginally talented individuals are a pain in the ass to deal with because, they don't get respected a lot of times in regular, real, everyday life. So when you do enter into their realm, they try to control shit. They don't have very much confidence. And it's like dealing with, somebody that's just like trying to, like bait you into they world so that they can control what you got going on. But I'm not no good slave, bro. I'm not finna do what you say. I'm not finna do it the way you think I should do it. And it's difficult sometimes. Just getting in here today.
Oh my gosh.
Was I mean,
if it could go wrong, it went wrong.
boy. Just I mean,
had
like
to walk 20 miles in my heels.
boy. But the
Oh my
commitment
God.
though was there, and I appreciate that. And I was talking shit the whole time. That shit wasn't going the way out, but I was letting her know, like, I'm still gonna go through what it is. This is kind of my process sometimes whenever things go wrong, you know, because I was supposed to get a camera, that didn't happen. And I was supposed to get, you know, this, that. But I also have to understand, like, a lot of times things work out the way they do for a reason. And it's not until you try to do something one way and fail that you understand that you didn't have to go through all that. You wanted to have all the bells and whistles and all that, but it really ain't necessarily necessary as long as all the components are there in order to make a good gumbo. You might have wanted it to be on a plate. I'm sorry, like on some china or with look. Soup is gonna be the gumbo is gonna be fire, even if it's in a styrofoam bowl with a plastic spoon, bro. It's gonna still be fire, and people will buy it, even though it's not in a glass china bowl with a sterling silver spoon, like in a wonderful background and setting. Like, look, they're charging $10 a bowl, and if you make it with all the appropriate ingredients in it and let it simmer, it's gonna sell. And people gonna love it. So we cooking, bro. We cooking place of realness. Come by the show and get you some, or don't. But regardless of whom or what, it's still saucy. And we're gonna keep cooking in here, bro. Restaurant coming soon. I'm not gonna say too much about it. When it's time to do the pop-up, slide through there and get you some of that, man. Because
y'all can taste my cooking too.
Look, I'm trying to do as little cooking as possible, but it's gonna be chefed to death. I'm telling you, it's still gonna be flavor. Both of us got birthdays coming up. Mine's just gonna 10. I ain't asking y'all for shit. I do got a Cash App though, so if you feeling like monetarily frivolous or you want to, contribute to what we got going on, $ Super Steve.
Mine's on Friday.
Okay, yeah. I was on the 5th. Mine's on the 10th. And so, that might have something to do with the fact that we kind of clicked like that. Because it's like, I'm sometimes brutally honest. I don't necessarily mean to be trying to hurt nobody, bro. But when you pull a sharp blade out the sheath, bro, it's going to cut both ways, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got to handle with care. You can't be playing with it and thinking, oh, yeah, motherfucker. Now you bleed because you fucking around. Stop playing, bro. If you're not trying to do shit, put me back up, bro. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna go do some baller shit. You know what I'm saying? Treat myself, really nicely. And because I don't like surprises. I gotta know what's happening. So I'm not, shout out to my people because she knows me. You know what I'm saying? My wife, shout out to you, sweetheart. She knows me, you know what I mean?
Hey,
so she, I don't think she would have a problem with planning something for me. But I scheduled it. It's gonna happen. I'll tell y'all about it afterwards because I don't want motherfuckers coming up there while I'm there trying to, get on my nerves and shit. I'm gonna be trying to relax. So I'm gonna do that, treat myself very well, probably go to dinner, and I'm gonna chill out. That's it. This is my own personal new year. So I'm gonna be, getting some things in order.
I'm just the opposite. I like a surprise. Real good surprise.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Some people like surprises, man. Shit. I don't not like, certain things like,
The only thing I don't like about being surprised is tell me what I need to wear. I don't want to be wearing like high heels on a beach,
That's a surprise. Like, all right, You gonna wear that? What? I mean,
or pack my clothes for me. Go ahead and pack my clothes for me.
see, I don't know if that's a feminine thing or it's like, because it's like, okay, I want to be able to not be in charge of something for the moment. I just
Do
wanna
you?
no, I'm not talking about me.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
owe
about
me. Okay.
maybe
Okay.
from a
For a
feminine
female.
perspective. Like, yeah. It's a flex for you to have a dude that knows you well enough to be like, or even not so much knows you well enough. It's like, all right, we're going out. I'm coming to pick you up at 7. Be ready. You like, be ready. I'm okay. Well, shit, where we going? You know what I mean? But for us, it's like I gotta, you know what I mean? Like I gotta make reservations. I gotta have it done this way on this day, and you know what I mean. Like I want people around me to be able to relax and know that things are going to be taken care of. So maybe that's just two sides of that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to get to a place and it's like, oh well, we don't have any. That's a surprise. I'm not. You know what? I don't want a surprise when I get this, so I made a reservation. My table should be ready. I don't want it to be by the bathroom. Like I'm very specific. So I mean, I don't want to sound like a control freak though. You know what I mean? Does that sound like a control freak?
I don't think that's a necessarily control freak. Because if I was planning something for somebody else, that's how I would be. I would have like every single detail that like
meticulously
done. Yes.
done. And it's
Yes.
like I get frustrated sometimes when the scheduling is off. It's
Yes.
like the window is very tight. I got this happening and it needs to be done by 6:30 because I got this. It gives me just enough time to get from here to this place, and it needs to start at 7:15. So I might throw a little bit of a cushion in there to kind of keep, if at all possible, but traffic or any of that shit needs to be kind of calculated within the move. So I'll allow for some things to go array, but overall, it's like.
So you couldn't go with the flow. So if someone would be like, all right, come on, let's go, and we just go. You don't even know where you're going. You're just gonna drive somewhere. You couldn't do that.
No, I could do that. But I would still not be wanting to be surprised by the amount of gas we got in the car. Like what? So
you have to control something.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, we got gas, right? Like we going. Well, I didn't know who was going here. Like, what? So I don't got no money. Like, I mean, I've had to create quite a few contingency plans within, because I've been dealing with a lot of people who are more reckless with the way they do things, and that may have soured me on, just
that makes sense.
But I mean, in my earlier years, everything was off the cuff. Nothing was scheduled. I mean, we would go knock on people's door at random. Is Shirley here? Shirley, ain't no Shirley here. Oh, for real? You guys smoke? Like, wait, what happened? Like, we wasn't really. We just started going to people's house door to door randomly, and we found a way to kick it. We was kicking it. And they loved the fact that I was spontaneous in that way, but I always had this air about me, like I will make things work. I don't need a lot to make things work. But in my old age, like I've gotten more accustomed to, like the amenities and things of that nature. Like, I mean, if I get a room, I don't want to, I'm not finna be in no motel if I can help it. No. I am finna be in something 3 stars or better. At a hotel, yes, a hotel, not a motel. I don't want to be looking at walk outside and be the balcony. No, I mean, not the balcony, but and I don't want nonsensical motherfuckers running up and down the halls and shit. Like, no, I don't. Now, if I had to, you know what I'm saying? Okay, look into end tonight, I guess, but nah, bro, I'll try to plan a trip and deal with things and be on a classy level. Because that's where I'm at in life now.
We grow, yeah.
Right.
Could you imagine your kids doing what you did, knocking on people's doors and nowadays? Could you imagine?
I mean, I was a grown person. I was in college.
Wait.
So
Wait.
not as a kid, no. I mean, but I ain't gonna lie. If I was inclined to do so, and I want to have some fun, and I want to show my kids how fun being outside would be, let's go nigga knocking. Y'all want to go?
What?
We go play ding dong ditching. That's what white people call it, ding dong ditching. Like,
I just imagine nobody is actually home when you're doing it. Does it even matter?
We're gonna do it in abandoned houses so we can't get shot. No surprises. Like, no, I don't know, man. I just wanted to show some growth though, in the fact that, although, I mean, I've got a lot of systems set up at this point in my life. Like, I don't let my gas tank go past half empty. That's
I'm the empty person.
I treat half like empty, and so you get better gas mileage. I got all these new rules set up on why I do the things that I do, because if I get in somebody's car and their gas tank is on like a quarter of a tank, I get a little anxious. Like, you don't want to get no gas? No, we could. I got 30 miles. Like, why would you wait till the last minute to get some gas?
And we discussed this. If you ever sit in my passenger seat, you can't even see it. So
I wouldn't even want to look at it. I want to be able to trust the person that I'm dealing with enough to know that they know their car. But it's like, you got them motherfuckers that be riding and they be in the red and they still like, oh no, I got 20 miles. I'm like, I'm not helping you push this car nowhere. You know that, right? So I got lift on speed down. I will just leave you here if you act like you don't know what's going on. Oh man.
Has that ever happened to you? Must have.
Not recently, no. I've had that with my ex-wife's people. They was like gypsies, bro. They wouldn't go nowhere to plan nothing. The mom would just make up in her mind she was about to go somewhere, didn't have no gas money or nothing, and would basically like pretend, you know what, this is a lie. I'm not gonna do all that. I'm not trying to embarrass nobody. But no, I haven't done that in a long time, and I don't plan on doing that ever again in my life if at all possible. But being a bigger dude, it's like, oh man, you gonna help me push, right? Do I look like I'm dressed to be helping you push anything, bro? I got white on. I'm not doing that. Take me home. Or I'll just drive my own shit. To eliminate people having control over what I got going on, I'll meet you there.
I have definitely learned that from past experiences that, because I'm the type of person that, like, if I'm not feeling it, I just want to go. And if I took somebody, if I rode in somebody's car,
then I gotta wait.
Yes, I don't want to.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna drive myself out, and when I feel like leaving, I can leave.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. But there are some other things on the show I want to get to. There's some things that transpired throughout the week. I don't know if you've heard about them, but there's some things that were tragic because of the holiday. And the holidays are always kind of weird now, because I've heard that if there was going to be a issue, like where somebody was going to try to take the country over, let's say, right? Because we've got a lot of individuals from other countries that hate this country in here now. And, they're basically sleeper cells, right? But if they was to get activated and they was going to pick a day to fuck everything up, what day do you think they would pick to fuck everything up? What day would you pick? A day where everybody's full and comfortable and not thinking about doing nothing, and think things like, okay, Thanksgiving and Christmas. So Thanksgiving, there was a guy that was, I guess, a part of the CIA, or former member of the CIA, that actually shot and killed or not killed. I'm sorry, for Lord forgive me. He did fatally injure one young lady, and another guy is in critical condition. They are in the National Guard.
Mhm.
So thoughts and prayers go out to those individuals. And as a former service member, how does that make you feel knowing that it's like these people are in the National Guard. They didn't go out to war or anything like they're here at home. And they were at like in DC and this dude just kind of went left and shot and then now you're dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's gotta be a tragic way to go, man.
I mean, foremost, they're humans. Like, we're all people. So, it's not necessarily even military wise. Like, our hearts go out to them and their loved ones and everything.
Right.
Military wise, like, I was never deployed.
Mm-hmm.
So, to see all the stuff that people who have been deployed that they have seen, I've never. My brother has, but it's in the military. I was speaking to somebody at Thanksgiving that we create our own families in the military because we're so far from our homes, and so it's almost like another member is almost like another family member. Even if we don't know them, like they've been through the same experiences that we've been through, been taught the same things that we've all been taught. And so it really is sad that, they get targeted like that.
Yeah, and this dude didn't just like, I don't know what happened. They saying that he was a former member of the CIA, but he like had a visa. He was let in by Biden and then, recertified to be here after his visa ran out by Trump. So, they're trying to find somebody to blame, but it's like, look, bro, this motherfucker drove from Washington State to Washington, D.C. to do this bullshit. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you have to be thinking to get in the car? I mean, you honestly, you can't be crazy. You got to be almost super smart and dedicated.
Very calculated, yes.
When we say be ruthlessly consistent, we're not meaning to do no harm to this country. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, we want it to be driven towards something positive, like, starting a business or, but there are motherfuckers who are radical in their thought process, and you never know. Like, I'm not necessarily a real political guy, but I just feel like we did let a lot of strange people in here. And so being that I'm the head of my family, I definitely always have to be super protective of the people around me. And, I'm always watching. So, just you can't really afford to let your guard down just because you're close to the house. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a lot of people have picked certain areas of military service because they are less likely to run into bullcrap than others, but you're still in the military. You still, you got to hold it down. And there is a likelihood that you will lose your life if and when, you're called to do so. And the only thing you can really do is die right. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to all members of the military and all branches. National Guard, what do they call the weekend warriors? Where they like
reserve. National Guard is the same. National Guard.
You know what I mean? We appreciate everything y'all do, man. And there is no big eyes and little U's. I'm just saying, it's still gonna be a time where you might have to, even though you don't get deployed, you still gotta, handle up. And that's just one of the things that you gotta realize when it comes to that kind of shit, man.
Unfortunately, there's people in the military that harm other military members too.
Yeah.
It's everywhere, not just who's let into the country, but it's It's everybody, not everybody as a whole, but like it's everywhere you go.
We're gonna have to get you to talk about some of your stories from the military. I think, I mean, without, if it's not gonna get you in any trouble or whatever,
No.
talk about it.
No, it's not like I have an NDA.
But it's like, I'm pretty sure as a woman, there were probably like
Politics is very heavy in the military.
Yeah.
You find, like I said, family members, like you find family in the lower rankings. Once you start getting higher up in the rankings, I feel that there's a lot of politics that don't necessarily serve their members.
So y'all stay tuned, because I'm going to get it out of her. I'm going to get all the bullshit out. We're going to find out what really going on, man. So if y'all thinking about going to the military, tune in, okay? It's coming soon. But we got some other shit that kind of happened out here closer to home that's tragic as well. There was some kids out in Stockton that it was like a birthday party for some kids, and a kid's party got shot up, bro. It was like a 2-year-old girl's party, and 15 people got shot. 4 of them passed. And I mean, apparently one of the dudes was, in a gang. He came to the girl's party, or the father of one of the kids, and that was why the party got shot up. But to everybody in the party, they was just about to eat some cake. They didn't care about what was going on outside, because it didn't matter. The mother just wanted them to be with, the family to be together for their kids' party, and you can't even do that without facing, imminent danger, bro. So, I mean, it's in Stockton, California, in a part of California that's like in the middle, where it don't seem like it would be as dangerous as somewhere like LA or Oakland. But a lot of people from these areas have either moved from more dangerous areas into these areas, or they got something to prove because they not from those areas, but they don't want to seem like a bitch to people that are, in those areas, or to the females, because females can sometimes be like really, really, really admiring people from those areas of the city, like, or oh, he's from Oakland, oh, you know what I mean, because it's dangerous. They're dangerous. They always, they with it, and so, I don't think it's that as much anymore when it comes to gangs and shit, because it used to be, for whatever reason, the more dangerous you was. I mean, it still might be like that, because it's motherfuckers that be killing people in prison right now, getting hella fan mail.
Right?
What's up with that?
What did I've never. I don't know.
The people want to know.
I don't know.
You don't know the pill
that
is?
I don't know.
I mean, because what I can imagine that it's like, okay, if that turns you on to have somebody that does something that nobody else really does, like, you know what I'm saying, like to kill a person, like how many people have you killed? Like, oh shit,
You got like 4 teardrops on your eye. Oh, I want you.
Damn, gotta have that, because he'll protect me.
That's a good point. That might be some appeal, is the protection, because some people who go that far to do that to somebody are dedicated, are they could probably protect that person.
Ruthlessly consistent.
There you go. I mean,
we'll see it all the way through. Like but then, and they'll follow you into, until they get separated from that individual. Like there's, like the Manson people, that Manson didn't kill nobody, by the way, but he got 4 or 5 people in this group that killed people for him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure they idolize him for whatever reason. But you'll kill a motherfucker. What would you kill for me though? Like, I mean, do you feel protected by a motherfucker that will kill?
Hell no, because then I'd be scared that he'd do it to me. At any point, he could just snap.
So you think about that, honestly?
I couldn't.
If it was because there's a lot of women in these prisons, guards in these prisons, and them dudes be in there, they working out, they doing what they need to do. They, they not ugly, they smart, but they've killed people. They've killed a person or a few, and it's like, but I would never do that to you. I would never kill you. I would
Heavy
never.
manipulation.
I would just, I'm just gonna take care of my family. I only did it because I needed some money.
And that could be a story. Like, a lot of people probably tell the story of, oh, I was convicted of this, this, and this, but that's not really how it went down. But I couldn't prove my case.
Because Max B, they was, he came home from prison and he got married. So the lady that was with him was, writing him while he was in there, and you know what I'm saying? Now, he had somebody with some notoriety, but it's dudes, it's everyday dudes in there who ain't got no notoriety and nobody know who they is. But they, you can look them up after they got pen pals and shit. They, you know what I mean? What's the appeal to a dude that's been in prison for 10 years? Like, can you speak to that?
I don't have the appeal, so
I'm just saying, like,
I wouldn't.
For somebody to be attracted to a person that's locked up,
I feel like there's some psychological term for that.
Oh, you about to look that shit up?
Yes.
Well, look that up for us, Dr.
Let's
Brown,
see.
and find out what it is that's the appeal for that. That's kind of weird, if you ask me. There was a dude that or a girl that was dealing with some dude in Atlanta. Go ahead.
It's what we were talking about, power and control. It says psychological appeals for men in prison often focus on a need for power and control. Heavy manipulation. So let me see romantic appeal, because that's not.
She asking Google. I'm asking her. She asking Google. We brought you on here. We can figure out what women would like about that, but no, I'm just.
I promise you, there is some kind of It's like, okay, not to get too graphic, but it's almost on the fact of when people role play during intimacy. Sometimes the role play gets serious, right? Like a robber or something else, You
gotta have a safe word, man.
So maybe that same appeal might go to the appeal of a man who's killed somebody or has been in prison.
Some motherfuckers, they like to be choked to the point where they about to die. They don't want to get killed. You know what I'm saying? Just act like you breaking in my house and I'm gonna act helpless and you just take it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, bro. I know for me, I seen a lady, she said that her dude asked her to pretend like she was dead when he was fucking. And she's like, I need advice, help. Why is you fucking this dude still? You went through with that shit? So it's probably not that hard for some of y'all out there who's what they call them dead fish. Like an unenthusiastic fuck. They just lay there anyway. Pillow princess. So that might not be as hard for some of y'all to do, but this sounds like a weird ass request. Like, you know what, bruh, first thing I hear when you say shit like that, is you like fucking dead people, bro.
Right.
Like, I want you to act like you dead. They
turn me on. But that's control right there. I feel like that's part of the control for that individual who wants to be with somebody who's like the appeal. I feel like that's
what the fuck would you do if a fucking told you that? It's like,
I would be like, you know what? I need to go get something really quick. And
let
me prepare myself. Let me go bounce.
But I mean, like if you was in this position where the motherfucker, you needed this motherfucker, and he paid your rent or something, you already accepted something. He's like, so you got to do it at least this one time. What if it was good? Tell me you liked it.
No.
It was good though. You like.
We don't barter our bodies here.
Look. You can't say or nothing.
No.
Just be dead. Bitch, I said be dead.
Not
you
gonna
breathing
happen.
this shit while fucking you? No.
Mm-mm.
Don't be breathing this shit. I can see your chest moving. You blinking.
Nope. Not gonna happen. No.
Nah, bro. This over with. I ain't gonna be able to do that shit. In other news, like
Next.
dude from Atlanta. Now, I can play this one for y'all if y'all want me to, but a dude from Atlanta, basically shot this girl like 10 times, put her in the trunk, and drove around with her for hours before he took her to the hospital, bro.
Which one is it?
That was that one right there. No, I got it. It's already.
Okay.
I'm finna cue it up, y'all. So let me let y'all see what I'm talking about, bro. Because I'm talking about it, but maybe it's gonna do something for y'all if y'all see it.
Oh. What happened?
I don't know what happened. What's this? Okay, hold on. Let's try that shit again. Share screen. I don't know. This might be weird. Boy, that's crazy as hell. What?
Okay. Well, you know what? Just click on one of those.
Just click
because
on one of
it's the mirror effect.
Okay,
So you have to do that.
So I'm gonna share my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have to forgive me because damn.
And then click on it, yeah.
But it should show
woman. Right here. Right? Woman says X. That one,
yeah, there you go.
Where'd it go?
I don't know, y'all.
I think sharing you actually.
What? You know, I can't. I don't know if it's working. I don't like the way it looks. I'm gonna stop sharing it. Who is this? Is Will?
I don't know.
You ain't Will? Let me see. Let me see who this is, y'all. I'm curious. Somebody that came in. Let's see what they got to say.
It's muted.
I see that. Will, what you want, Will? You done came here being nosy, and you ain't unmuted. You ain't got no picture or nothing. I'm gonna click out, Will. Will, I appreciate your viewership, but don't be weird, Will. That's weird. Anyway, so I don't know how to fix that, and I don't know if that's what's wrong. I'm gonna just keep talking about shit.
It all the way down. Sorry. I wanted to see if it was working when you screen shared it.
Let me see. Let me try again. Leah, you came in. You came into the room.
That's the link you sent.
It is.
Yeah, you should have sent another link. That's why Armando came in too.
Oh no, it ain't. That's the link to come into the room. Mm-hmm. Y'all don't know how this shit work. Y'all new booties.
Mute.
Let me see. I'm gonna try to share my screen again, but it's not gonna show on there.
Why not?
I don't know.
Get it.
Let me see. Let's keep doing that. That's a lot.
Next one, right there. There you go. See, it's sharing it.
It is. Mm-hmm. All right, bet.
All right, that's all I wanted to see. Keep it up there.
But I want to see that.
You won't be.
That's crazy, man. Let me just say that hey, Joshua looked crazy as a motherfucker. I don't know why she thought everything was gonna be all good. First of all, look at this. You see this? This motherfucker don't got no mustache. You should know that I don't trust a motherfucker with no mustache, first of all.
Oh no.
I can't. You got to have one. You black with no mustache, bro. Where the fuck is your stash?
His teardrop is melting too.
Damn.
That right there.
That's wow. I don't know if that's
it's not a
some
teardrop.
kind of. I know it's like an eagle or a gun.
Something.
She thought that shit was sexy till he started shooting her motherfucking ass. And see, I'm not victim blaming, but that's what the fuck it is, y'all. In reality. Mm.
Oh, he thought he had killed her.
Wow. But then he took it to the spittle though. Oh, boy, she telling it all, boy. You see it?
She looked it up. She asked ChatGPT.
Yeah, her mama white too. She carrying it up, boy. He needs to be charged. What about attempted murder, man? Why not? What is
attempted murder with a deadly weapon?
I mean, a switch probably carries a lot of time, but how about just attempted murder? You hear that?
And that's hard though. You know, it takes an average of 7 times to leave an abusive relationship.
7 times.
7 times.
Damn. I mean, look, bro. I think what I've been noticing with these dudes that be fucking other dudes is that they don't necessarily got no use for women for real. So they are expendable. Like when I heard Michelle talking about how much, like when I seen on the movie how much Dr. Dre was beating her motherfucking ass, bro. Dr. Dre gay as hell, y'all. Allegedly. Gay as fuck. So he wanted probably something else, and she was just a friend. You know what I'm saying? A beard, if you will. So, you know, she can't give him what he really want, but he just doing something. And that's how a motherfucker do your ass if they really ain't fuck with you like that. I mean, he beating her ass with fists, not like a slap or like, you know, like a little grab. Like, you know, motherfucker slap, I mean, punching the fuck out you like you a dude. That motherfucker don't want your ass around, bro. And this motherfucker just shot her. His skinny ass. She bigger than him. She probably could have beat his ass. He was scared. He was scared. You gonna leave me, bitch? And you looking all strong and shit. He's skinny as hell. He can't fight. He had to shoot her. Hey, get you a dude that can fight. I ain't saying he supposed to be fighting on you, but then you getting your ass beat is better than getting shot 10 times. I guarantee. Look, let me stop. That's just what I'm not saying. None of that is good. But hit me. Don't shoot me 10 times. Fuck that. Just let my eye get unblack and I'm gonna call the police and then we gonna be done after that shit. 10 times? 10 times? What happened the first couple times? Did he shoot you before that? She said, I seen my insides on the outside. I just came with what the fuck is you want to talk to him about anyway? You could have talked to me over the phone. Don't that motherfucker got a AK on his face.
Maybe he wouldn't talk to her over the phone.
Cause you should have knew
Maybe
it was
that
some
was
bullshit.
maybe that was his intent.
You should have knew it was some bullshit. Motherfucker, you fucking with a motherfucker with an AK-47 on his face tattooed. You can expect to get shot. It's not cool, but pay attention to the signs, ladies. That motherfucker is not. He don't got it all. You can't get no fucking job with no AK-47 tattooed on your face. What is you doing? What's sexy about that to you?
That's not sexy to me.
I'm just saying, like, what the fuck is the appeal? What did you look all around that shit? Oh, I like his tattoos. It's sexy. Anyway, next.
I think some people look past looks.
No, you can't look past looks. That motherfucker got the look you like. You just like bullshit. You like, I mean, tattoos is one thing. You know, to have tattoos on you. You know, I done seen some bullshit tattoos. Motherfucker got a butterfly tattooed on them. That's weird. Roses and shit tattooed on them. That's weird.
Why are roses weird?
As a man with rose, say a motherfucker got a rose tattooed on his neck. That's sexy.
I mean, I'm not gonna say whether it's sexy or not. I'm just saying, what's wrong with roses?
So you like roses? So if y'all
I didn't say that. I'm just asking. I'm asking a question. What is wrong with it?
I mean, it's very feminine for a man to have. Now, I'm not saying that you should not have no rose. I mean, they got a rock group, Guns N' Roses. Now, motherfucker got a gun and a rose on them. Mm-hmm. You know, that kind of balances it out, I guess. But just like...
It's still a rose. You said any rose.
I didn't say any roses. I'm saying roses like you got a bouquet of roses on your shoulder.
But who has a bouquet?
That's kind of gay.
I feel like a man would... I don't know any tattoo on a man that would have a bouquet of flowers on it.
Like, I mean, it was a rap artist, and I won't say his name because he is snitch, but he had an album called Bullets and Bouquets. You know, he was talking about, I guess, you know, motherfuckers they die, they get killed, they get roses and shit, they get like a bouquet of flowers and shit, but saying
tattooed.
But tattooed, see, so you do get what I'm saying.
Well, you said a bouquet. One rose, two roses is not the same
with
thing.
Your mother's name or something, you know, that you can get away with that, bro. But it's like one is too feminine and the other one is way too far the other way. Like you got an AK-47 on your face right here.
Perception.
You can look to struggle. Or he's going to prison, ladies. Or he just got out of there. And again, what is the appeal? Like, I get it, but I don't. And it ain't for me to get. I'm just saying you should ask yourself that. Like,
some
you
women
want a drug
don't have
dealer,
self-esteem either.
She ain't had no daddy. That's the problem.
I mean, that could have been.
That's definitely the problem. I mean, then, you know, some people got daddies that got all that shit on. Like Blueface got shit all on his face now. And he a daddy. And I mean, if he got a daughter, she might be like, oh, but he'll be mad. Why you fucking with him? Look at you, bro. Why are you surprised she brought a motherfucker home with tattoos all over his face and shit? When you got tattoos all over your face. That's weird, man. Next. And that's
I don't find tattoos on the face being weird. I think that it's, I don't know. I don't think it has anything to do with the tattoo on the face.
I mean, it's not even tattooed on the face. It's what's tattooed on the face.
Okay. Well, see, that's different. That's different. So you saying just tattoos on the face, but it's different to say that versus specific tattoos on the face.
I mean, everything is saying something about you. It's up to you to kind of, the motherfucker got, it's like a name. Like if a motherfucking name is Snake.
Well, let me give you an example.
And you trust in the motherfucking name Snake, you dumb. He telling you right now that he ain't shit in his name. If he got a tattoo on his face, or his, you know, that says, you know, or on his neck, or if a girl got a tattoo on her neck that says home record. What do you
maybe
think
there's an appeal for a man to get the home record.
I mean, maybe I'm just saying, like, but you a female with him, and you friends with a female that got home record on her neck, you can expect to get your man took.
The only reason I am giving you pushback on that is because in my head, when you said face tattoos, immediately I thought of like Native Americans or, you know, indigenous people that have tattoos on their face that actually mean something. So
man,
you
running
when
bear
you
them is
say,
not gonna get no gun tattooed on their face.
but no, you clarified saying
Okay.
the actual gun, but you had generalized just tattoos on the face. So I just needed some clarity in that because
and that's why she's here. See, I got somebody to disagree with me, or not even disagree with me, but give me some pushback, y'all. Because apparently I'll be on bullshit sometimes, and it's cool. Call me on my bullshit, and I'll tell you why I said what I said. But like, I don't think no casinos finna hire, running bear with no. He can have a little baby bear on his face. It's like, bro, why did you get that tattoo in your face, sir? Now, people in these days are a lot more liberal about tattoos than they used to be.
True.
You know, you can definitely have tattoo sleeves. You can have a tribal thing that means something on your arm. Just keep your sleeves rolled down, sir. You know what I'm saying? But you can't hide no face tag, bro. And if it's something vulgar, like even tattoo tears, that's you. Either you killed somebody or you want people to think that you killed somebody. And I don't want you working for me, dealing no cards, doing no customer service. You can work on the oil field probably, or in the refinery. On the boat out in the middle of the water somewhere where nobody gonna see you. You know what I mean? But I don't want you to be a logger.
I just don't feel like tattoos
say anything about you.
No, I think it's just free expression, but I don't think that it's as big of a deal as it used to be. I really don't think that it is.
So okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. I mean, I'm not like I said. Tattoos can be perfectly harmless. There's people with little cats on their arms and Garfield and sayings and shit like bumper stickers. But some of them tattoos mean shit.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
So I like guns. I like to shoot guns. So what if it was like my ultimate passion, just to continue to shoot guns and be all about guns, and I wanted a tattoo of an AK on my back? Would that mean that I'm gonna kill somebody?
I don't know. Do it? Like I'm not saying that.
It doesn't.
It means that you're gonna kill somebody.
But it shouldn't even give the impression of that.
I mean,
it's just the fact that that's my passion.
If you get shot by a motherfucker with an AK on their back. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know if you mean that it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna kill somebody, but speaking of that, we had some weird ass fiasco that happened where a motherfucker went to a barbershop and he got his hairline pushed back. And he came back with a gun. He about to shoot this motherfucking barber, bro. I want y'all to see this shit. Hold on. Let me share my screen again because this shit was hilarious. Now, it's his birthday. Crazy, man. Well, there we go. Yes, y'all watch this and see what y'all tell me what y'all think about this shit. Yeah. First of all, you got a motherfucker cutting your hair that ain't got no hair. He don't give a fuck about your hair.
He got a full ass beard though.
That's all he got. That motherfucker probably jealous that you still got hair. So you got to watch motherfuckers like that. Like you got a bald head bitch cutting your hair, and you wonder why she cut all your shit off. Why you got a bald head bitch cutting your hair? Now this motherfucker got no hair, and he pushed this man's shit back. He probably wanted him to secretly just be like, you need to go and get bald. But let's go ahead and finish this shit, man, and see what he gonna say. Because this nigga got mad because he pushed this man's shit back. Bro, dude kind of look like Murphy.
Where was his original hairline is what I want to know.
So you see his face? That's the face of a motherfucker. Your shit was receding when you came in here. That's what he about to say.
But that's what I'm saying. Where was it his original?
But he said he been cutting this man hair for some years and he ain't never tripped out. He must got somebody that said something about his hairline. He's like, man, no, don't push my shit back no more than it already is. He trying to get a young bitch. He trying to get a young bitch at the job.
Some females on him, baby, they doing your line wrong.
Damn, your shit, you got the corners in your shit in the corners, ain't it? You got that V top hairline. Like, now I'm gonna tell my barber next time to be pushing my shit back, and he did it again. He tried not to say it, but he said, "Man, your shit was already pushed
it's
back."
Already there. It was already there.
Bro, looking for the side, bro, look like Murphy. You remember RoboCop without his mask on?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, look like Murphy right now. Bro, got the
Oh, pinkies up.
We through talking
now you
about
gonna get
this.
out of my shop.
Damn, that's all I got for you. But you gotta hit him with that Beijing, brother. He ain't got no enhancements in it. Hit the graffiti of this shit, bro. He ain't feeling that shit, bro. He ain't getting no young bitches this week. That's
wear the glue-on wig.
He keep putting his eyebrows up like he trying to make that motherfucker
go
smaller.
Closer. Let me
He trying to, bruh, he saying, bruh, too much, boy. Boy, all his hairline on the all his hairline.
He comes back.
But you have a good day.
He want to fight so bad. He holding back.
Well, he got that light skin rage. He don't care about what. That don't mean shit, man. Because you said
have a good day.
I said have a good day.
I spoke it. It's gonna happen.
Like,
Go.
Like, bro, that was like, get the fuck out my shop. That's what you said. I'm not helping you no more. The only thing I can do for you is cut the rest of that shit off. So you have a good day. He said, all right, bet. That
Here we go.
Hold on, let me see. That walk off, he got to know something was going to happen, but he should have locked the door. The kid. All right, bet. He should have knew something. Yeah, he should have went and locked that motherfucking door. He trying to voice his opinion. Shit.
Look at him. That's a big brother right there. Protecting his little brother.
Man, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, and he's just.
Now they excited.
He should have grabbed the kids and left.
What can he really say?
He should have left, grabbed the kids, left, call 911, done. Like, why are you right there?
I mean, as a black man, you don't really want to call the police because they'll fuck around and arrest your
Okay,
ass,
well, then grab the kids and just leave. But you left the kids.
That's his barber.
Those are his kids.
No, that's good. No, protect the kids for sure. You ain't see this man hair? He needs something done to his and the kids' hair.
I'm done with you. You're done. You're cut.
Oh, man, damn. Now, if I call the police, they ain't going to be up in this motherfucker. I need you to chill the fuck out, man. It's just a haircut.
You wrong.
He trying trying to
He's
get
so
next.
wrong.
Fuck all that shit. He can't get this nigga killed his barber, man.
Like, I mean, even the kids could have still got shot. Because what if something would have ricocheted out the window into the kid? Like, that dude's not protecting the kids at this point. I don't like that situation. But go ahead. Let's go. I'm all about the kids. I'm all about the kids right now.
Kids. Everybody loves.
He's not about the kids.
I mean, right now he's thinking about the kids' future in haircuts. He need they shit cut. He don't know where to go. Only thing he trying to do now is de-escalate. Bro, is not de-escalating this shit at all. And the barber is doing the worst job of de-escalating this shit. First of all, what he's supposed to do is get this man his motherfucking money back. I'm not charging nothing.
That's well, we didn't see that transaction, whether he paid him or not.
I don't think he paid him.
I don't think he paid him.
Out. Yeah. But, I don't know. They pay people digitally. He probably could have, what I'm saying, sent it beforehand, or he already got it,
I mean, it's a possibility.
Like a little subscription. He may be paying.
I don't think I don't think he made that guy pay.
I mean, he in the pistol with the man now, so, if I see you again, you can't come back to my motherfucking shop no more and get no haircut. That shit over with. What? That shit over with.
Why and then he gonna come right back in.
But why is this motherfucker facing off with him like he finna do something with this gun in his face?
I'm all concerned about the kid. Okay, let me watch this.
I mean, yeah. You right.
He walked it right back in. He told the kids to leave.
Go home, brother. Go home. Okay, come back tomorrow.
Let's go with this guy. Oh, you really know. See, he was about to leave. Why is he walking out? Why is he trying to escalate it? Why is he an idiot? So he just wanted to get killed.
He did basically.
Dumb.
You lucky. That man, damn, bro. There's so many ways that could have went different. Bro had zero de-escalation tactics at all, bro. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
None.
He wanted to get shot. I seen a news story about the shit after the fact. He was a man till he had that gun. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Go, damn. I mean, okay, so that all of that shit is crazy. We're gonna get right to because we going over our time here. We're gonna go to Don't Be a Weirdo, the segment I like called Don't Be a Weirdo. That guy was kind of weird, but he wasn't the weirdo of the week. Now the weirdo of the week is out of Oklahoma, and I'm kind of ashamed to say that. But it was a guy of I don't know what descent he was. Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen. I think he tried to buy an 11-year-old.
I think it's the first one.
Oh yeah, she seen me do that. You seen that? You know that. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, just look at Kevin Ogle. He getting old as hell out here, bro. Damn. Here we go, y'all.
Just be driving by it.
Right.
That's what it looks
Like-
like now. You know, you've been there.
Right.
No.
Oh yeah, that's what it look like. Okay.
No, it does. I mean, it looks like one of those areas. You know what I'm talking about? Like right by the outlets, there's like a I don't know, motel,
I don't even
whatever.
do
Right there.
motels no more.
I'm just, you drive by it. It's
I
not
do.
something, but that's what it looked like, one of those.
You're very observant.
It might have been that one.
It might have.
There's I think a lot of truckers go there.
You digging yourself deeper.
I drive by it.
So, you know, truckers.
I go to the outlets a lot.
Okay.
I go to the outlets a lot.
Okay. I'll take that.
Thank you. I've never been there.
Bro, what are you buying an infant for, bro? How small is your dick? What the fuck is you doing with an infant, man?
Infants.
That's ridiculous, bro.
Do you know the youngest girl to have a baby was 5 years old?
What?
Mm-hmm.
You can't have no baby at 5.
Yes, you can.
You can get pregnant at 5 with no period?
Well, you can get your period at that time.
You can.
It's unusual, but it can happen. Mm-hmm.
Let's
can
just
happen.
stick to this weird shit. This weird shit. Pregnant?
Yeah.
Shit. What's his name? Julia Luna? Bro, where the fuck? Where do you post ads like that? And where did you find that?
Craigslist.
You looking on Craigslist for baby
I don't
booty
know.
to buy?
I would think Craigslist or maybe Facebook Marketplace. Maybe there's certain
Nah.
certain verbiage that they use that
You trying to order a pizza?
I don't know how it works, but that's the only thing I can think of is maybe there's like a certain verbiage that they
That's probably
verbiage that they
Luna
use.
is our weirdo of the week. Look at that face, bro. That's her. You know, and I gotta give a special shout out to Shredder. I know this probably don't see where this is coming from, but Shredder, I've seen something that said that Shredder might not have been who he thought he was, and that the Ninja Turtles was actually reptilians. And they was hiding under the sewers, and they was eating a lot of pizza. But you know, pizza is code word for
That's what you said.
child
How
shit.
do you know that?
Just saying, bro.
I don't know that. How do you know that?
What you mean? You don't be reading?
Mm-mm.
Man.
No, this stuff sickens me. It's I
No, but I
can't
mean,
even.
you know, like I be, you know, like when you hear about you know, like the Epstein thing and like Obama and them and like even like Hillary, and they was talking about ordering pizza and they used that as verbiage in order to deal with like child sex stuff. So
Wow.
but yeah, shout out to Shredder. We sorry, man. We got you all wrong, bro. He's really probably trying to save us from the reptilians, and they was hiding. And motherfucking April O'Neil was the reason why they was able to, because she was on there changing the narrative and shit and controlling it, and she was helping they motherfucking ass, man. You gotta watch motherfuckers with them yellow suits on, bro. Her and Curious George Daddy. George, the dude with the yellow hat.
What if all of it isn't that, and we're just diving deep into something that's not that?
Don't worry about it. It's funny.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
It's funny.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Okay, all right.
Gotta find a way to like this bullshit. Damn.
It is.
She was right. Look at this girl. she knows too much.
Oh my god.
We watching you now.
Oh
man.
my god. Whew. That's bad.
All right, I'm done. That's sick. I'm sick, bro. He said he had at least one. What? He admitted to it.
Horrible. Weirdo.
Goofy. But that's our weirdo of the week, y'all. Don't be a weirdo, man.
He'll be on here.
I'm gonna put you on blast for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if it's in California at the Yukon Motel that she know about.
I just drive by it. You saw the highway.
We watching you, motherfucker. We gonna catch your ass. We gonna see you.
Not me. Never been there.
If you a trucker and this face, she probably seen you do some weird shit.
I'm just very
You
observant.
got eyes everywhere. Anyway. And then so this is kind of sad too, but our who on this segment of Who Got Active, we got two young ladies that they went into a fire to save their dad who has dementia and ended up losing their lives, man. Trying to save their dad, bro. Yeah. Normally I try to find something that's a little more, but that they gave their lives though. So I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
it's courageous, heroic.
Yeah, definitely got to get them that. Crazy, man. Man. I don't. I'm not seeing it. Bro, no. Oh man, I don't have it pulled up, and I'm probably not going.
We can maybe listen to it.
I mean, I can pull it up.
Here, right here, Burning Home.
You can create any character you want in seconds.
Let me see.
This used to require huge Hollywood budgets.
In New Jersey, another fire turned deadly. Two sisters in their 40s died when flames ripped through a home in Orange. It happened while they gathered with their family for Thanksgiving. The sisters helped their disabled father escape the flames, but they couldn't get out themselves. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Stefan Kim.
It was a Thanksgiving holiday family embrace, but not the kind loved ones wanted to gather for. Two sisters perished in a raging inferno in this home on Thanksgiving Day as family was celebrating the holiday. The sisters ran back into the burning home to rescue their father in a wheelchair. They saved him, but they never made it out. This man is their cousin. He says they helped raise him. He was planning to join them later in the evening.
These two women had big hearts. They were very deeply devoted to their families. And it's just a tragedy. I don't know how. I don't know how my aunt's going to deal with this. My uncle, I don't even know if he's aware.
I'm a little confused. How did they save him but didn't get out? They went back for the father in the wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
How did they save him then? And them get stuck? How does that happen?
It's a lot of things that could have possibly happened, you know. Even if they, you know, some people don't know that they can't be standing up straight in the house where it's smoky like that. He in the wheelchair, I think, maybe. You know what I'm saying? But the smoke inhalation could make you pass out. Any of the structures could have fell down and made it to where they couldn't make it out.
Okay, I didn't think about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, shout out to all the girl dads out there, bro, because if that dude had two sons, they probably would have left his ass in there, bro. That's the fucked up part.
You think so?
I don't know, bro, but I bet girls love their daddy, bro. I mean, one of them could have went in there but he probably too heavy for one of them to do it, so they both went in there and saved their daddy. And he got dementia.
Yeah.
He probably wouldn't even remember that he was fucked up.
Unfortunately.
See,
Yeah.
see, the dude would have been thinking logically. He would have been like, I.
Because dementia. I mean,
That's
okay,
not
I'm
funny.
not.
I'm sorry. That's
I'm
not
not
funny.
gonna
It's not
like say that they should have done this, but you're speaking on what a guy might have done. But
I'm not saying that
logically,
dudes wouldn't have done that. They probably would have done it.
no,
too.
well, like logically, you were saying because he has dementia, and unfortunately, dementia is a deadly illness. I mean, you
It's
eventually.
like, bro, he already
You
in.
lose
I
your
mean,
mind.
you want to try to save, bro, but it's like,
I know that if I was ever in that state to where I don't remember anything, I'm a vegetable or anything like that, keep me in that bag. I'm saying.
that's crazy though. The burn
Why
alive,
would you okay, you're already suffering. You're already suffering. You're burning alive, like you know what I mean?
Thinking
Like,
about, but a guy would not have probably been cool with that. Now for sure they in heaven now for sure. If they was hoes, if they was thieves, they could have did a whole lot of dumb shit. But now they finna just fly right into heaven because they gave their life for their daddy.
That's true.
Now if they let their daddy roast like a weenie on a grill. And just stayed in outside, like, I don't know what he gonna do. I'm sorry, I'm tired of dealing with that. Now they would have had a whole lot to answer for at the end of this, and they know that. That's why they went there and saved.
The guilt would have
they wouldn't have been able to be cool if they said after that, bro.
Guilt would have been.
So
horrible.
shout out to them girls. They made the ultimate sacrifice to say they dad. I mean, excuse me for trying to make that hilarious because it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I do comedy, so but I that is admirable, and that's why I do this segment of the show so people can see other people be heroes, and they need their flowers. You know what I'm saying? Pop still can't remember. He probably don't remember they saved him, but it don't matter. He here to keep forgetting.
Well, maybe there was a different purpose for him to be here. Still, like for him to be saved. Do you know what I mean? There's a purpose.
I'm having trouble thinking of it right, but you're probably right.
Well, I'm just saying there's always a purpose for or a reason why things happen. And there may have been I mean, just because he had dementia doesn't mean that he can't remember anything. Doesn't mean that, I mean, there could be levels of different dementia. So,
well, maybe that dude, their nephew, needed to see somebody give something that they, make that kind of sacrifice for somebody.
That might be it.
You know what I'm saying? Because he probably ain't shit. Yeah. He looked like he ain't shit. I could be wrong though, sir. So don't come after me if you see this and you be like, motherfucker, I'm about something. I'm a doctor. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But you looked at dead and homeless.
Never know.
And I don't know, but I know y'all sad. Shout out to the family. That's a horrible way to end the holiday. And it's not necessarily the best way to end the show, but we gotta go. We got other shit to do. We got lives. We glad that y'all spent some of y'all lives here with us today. And Allie, you know what I'm saying? Can you tell them your Cash App? I mean, not your Instagram, so they know how.
My Instagram's at Allie_B_22, or you can find me on TikTok at Allie22B.
Ain't no underscores though, right?
No underscores.
All right, you know me. It's Jameson Ballard on all platforms. Y'all let me know what y'all thought of this episode, man. How y'all feel about Aaliyah, and that's pretty much all I got for today's show, man. And this is Jameson Ballard again, R&R, signing off. Y'all have a wonderful evening, and we'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.
Bye.